constant activity of manned orbital stations is the primary direction of Soviet cosmonautics. The Mir station absorbed long-term experience of the Soyuz station's operation. For nowadays, it's a continuously developing and re-equipped orbital complex. With the use of automatic progress vehicles, the station's supply system makes the orbital complex to be a constantly active laboratory with a changeable crew. The first mission to the station, Leonid Kizim and Vladimir Solovyov accomplished first tests of the station in flight. The first mission to the station, Leonid Kizim and Vladimir Solovyov accomplished first tests of the station in flight. The cosmonauts performed the flight from Mir to the Soyuz 7 station. The crew spent 49 days there and completed the last experiments of the Soyuz program. After this, Kizim and Solovyov returned to Mir. Nothing of the kind was known in spaceflight experience. The second mission to the station, Yuri Romanenko and Alexander Laveykin accepted the Quant module into the Mir configuration. The module contains the X-ray observatory with telescopes of different principles, supplementing each other while investigating the most interesting objects in deep space. These telescopes were developed in different countries in West Europe and USSR. That's the first of the 5 scientific modules of the new station. Now Mir obtained much more capabilities for the scientific research program. During the Quant module activity, interesting results were received about supernova recently outbursted in the optical spectrum. The supernova had an X-ray radiation was discovered, and its dynamics was investigated, which is especially important for understanding the processes of star matter evolution. One of the orbital station's primary objectives is the weightlessness influence study on man's organism in the long-term mission. It's a very important problem for research strategy formation in the near-Earth space and certainly for manned mission preparation to Mars. The crewing time on board the Salyut and Mir stations was increased very cautiously. You couldn't fully simulate flight conditions on Earth, so each flight with the increased duration is a step to unknown. So care in long-term missions planning was dictated by aspiration to minimize the existing risk factor. 326 days flight of Yuri Romanenko was one of the important results of the second Mir station's mission. This flight proved that physical exercise training means effectiveness in weightlessness and inspires us with confidence of more prolonged missions reality. The Mir station has been in space for more than 2 years, and through these long months in space, a hard work was continued. These are the requests from the scientists and specialists of different national economic fields. During the last 2 missions to the station, 3 international flights were performed with the participation of Syrian, Bulgarian, and Afghanistan cosmonauts. A number of experiments was held for science and national economy of these countries. The Mir station today is in the phase of its development, and there is a long way of its evolution. New research modules will approach it for fundamental investigation of space, Earth, and new materials production. The direction of orbital station's development is no mere chance for Soviet cosmonautics. It's a long-term strategy of science and technology evolution. The future space stations are the orbital factories and research centers which will give capability to continue space activity for people's happiness on Earth.